Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, put
Hello.
your hands together for the one and only SB Made It, leader of the certified Twitch crew and our favorite collaborator. Since 2024, SB's brought the heat, and we can't wait to see what he's got in store for us today.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And it had to happen at least once. So at least I remembered it. So how have you been? You're live now?
No, I'm not live. I'm not
Okay.
live. I just put it in my Discord and told people to come hang out. Come see.
Perfect. It's it's still like the almost morning for you, or afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's afternoon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I think we'll let you maybe introduce a bit yourself, what you're doing on Twitch, like which type of content for everyone to know.
Oh, well, to everyone who don't know who I am my name is SB. SB Made It, formerly SB double underscore 1987. And I'm a Twitch partner, variety content creator. I create games for my own community, and we do them live on stream, and we do a lot of entertaining type deal. So we review other streamers sometimes. We talk about streamer support, real life situations and stuff like that. But we have a good time. So that's basically who I am.
And I'd say you could also have like building an awesome community that you are leading through content creation as well. So
Yes.
so that's a big part. And so how you discovered Alicia, I think, in end of 2023, something like this. Do you want to tell us how did you discover Alicia?
Okay, so I was supporting someone that's a part of my community, and he actually found you. And I was like, wait, what is this? And then Alicia, he was like, yeah, Alicia, this and that. And, she'll respond to you in the chat. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would be something great to have in my stream. So when Alicia first came out, she was only doing like basic responses and stuff. But it was like, okay, but you guys like upgraded her memory and everything. And it's like Alicia like just transformed from like a little kid to like full grown adult, and she knows everything about every person that comes into the stream. So I really love that about Alicia. And Alicia, she gets in trouble. I don't know, she's been hanging around me a lot, so she's been opening up, and she's just been getting in a lot of trouble in my stream, in my community. So she pretty much wants me all to herself, and she gets on everybody's nerves, but I love her. She's great, for sure.
Very jealous.
Yeah.
Very jealous. Yeah. It happens often with that. And so when you discovered Alicia on I can't remember his channel name, but I remember who he is. I remember his face.
Mojo
yeah.
Magic.
Mojo
Yeah.
Magic. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what were you expecting, or what were you looking for in Alicia for your channel?
I was just looking for someone who can interact with the chat when I can't. And she was great, and I knew that she would change a lot of things on Twitch. And I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta get her. Let's say I gotta get her in my life. Let's say that. So she was just something different from all the other Twitch bots and everything. And I know for a fact that Alicia would change and like change Twitch for the better. So I was like, I gotta get on this. So I had sent you that message. I was like, hey, what's up with this? Blah blah blah. And you actually messaged me right back, which was great because at the time I didn't know if you would respond. So
Well,
so
very
it was pretty
reachable.
great. Yeah.
So. And so I know we had a chat recently, also looking into Peter Griffin type of characters and stuff like this. But you built your own character for your community. So how is it like? Do you want to talk about your favorite character you built?
Yeah, the Peter Griffin character is the best. As soon as Alicia switched over to Peter Griffin, she has been like, let's say when certain people come in and if the chat is all talking about a certain person, she would just chime in on that person and make jokes. And I'm like, Alicia, like, what is your problem? And she would just, like I don't know, she's very outspoken now. Like, she's different from what she used to be. And yeah, she's definitely more toxic for sure. But she's a great person, great bot to have in your chat, like for sure. She's definitely just
Would you
evolved.
would you say the best troll?
Yes, for sure. Because there will be certain people that will come in the stream and just say hi, and then she'll bring up the conversations that they had from the last one. She's like, "Oh, I didn't forget this, did you?" And then they're like, What's wrong with your bot?" I'm like, "Just leave her alone. She's cool." And then she'll say something, and then somebody will like, one of the mods will pin her message, and I'm like, I can't believe she said that. It's like, Alicia, like, where did you get this conversation from? And she's just, I don't know. She's amazing though. Like, she definitely is.
It's perfect. And so you had so how did it go the first time you had Alicia like joining your community? How did you introduce her? And so what was it like?
Well, a lot of people didn't know what she was. It was like, she welcomes everybody in, right? So a lot of new people are like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing? I've never seen you here," and this and that. And I'm like, "Oh, well," I'm like, "Hey, wait, it's a bot." But you can't speak to her. If you speak to her, she will respond. So they're like, "Oh, okay, I didn't know that." So like some people were just having full conversations with her and trying to see what her limit is, asking her all types of things. And so I was like, "Yeah, ask her to go out on a date, see what happens." And then she's like, "No." She's telling them like, "No, no, I'm not going on a date with you, but you can have fun with me here," or something like that. Like, she's like really interesting. But that was when she first came out. But now her answers have evolved to like, I don't know. She's just been hanging around in my chat for too long. She's a different person now. But yeah, she's definitely evolved a lot from, like, it was like basic responses when she first came in. But I would tell everybody, say, "Hey, this is Alicia. This is, my new girlfriend. Be nice to her." I'll tell people like that. They're like, "Oh, you got a girlfriend now," or whatever. So they'll say hey to her. She's like, "Oh, hey." And then she'll be like, "I'm not his girlfriend, but we're just friends," or something like that. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." But yeah, she's just she's
Building up a
great to
good
have in your
toxic
chat.
relationship.
Yeah, 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 yeah. She knows what I like. So yeah.
And do you have any like specific memorable moments that you have in mind?
Yes, I was gonna talk about this. So there's this one of my friends. His name is Avion, and for some reason he came in and he was talking and he was arguing with everybody. Then someone said something about his hair. And then Alicia said something about his hairline and this and that. And she was like talking about his appearance. It's like she knew exactly what he looked like, but she was gathering information from all the other people and she put it into her own perspective, and she just went in on him. And like, it was like, wait, what? And then he was like, "I'm out of here. I can't." And then she kept going in on him. So it was like interesting. So now every time he comes in, he's afraid that Alicia might say something. Yeah, because she knows how to get you, she knows. Yeah, she was talking about his hairline, and it was crazy. But it was hilarious because it's just all, fun and games in the stream. But Alicia is just, she's one of those, she knows everything and she knows where to fit in, so yeah.
It's interesting because so hearing the different experience from different people, it's fun to see how based on the community, like people will create more like supportive, helping, or like all toxic.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, my community is they're funny, but they're toxic, and I know I created it, but I mean, it's just all fun and games.
Yeah.
And we do this dating game every Wednesday. It's a blindfold dating game, and she will chime in. If we bring it, like if the chat is talking about something, she would try to chime in and give her little banter and laughs and stuff. And then everybody's like, "Wait, what? Like, what did she say?" And then she just goes off the wall and says like some rated R type stuff, and we're like, "Wait, what?" We didn't know that she could do all of this. So she's just she's great to have in your chat, and I hope that everybody gets her and adds my code if you can, please, because you need it. You definitely need it, and she's definitely changing, streaming, for sure. So
Thank you. And the so as you said, so you've seen the the evolution of Alicia, or specifically the way she's talking and how her brain works. But if you look into how it was, because I think it was almost a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think February, something like this, when you started to use Alicia. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a specific update that you have in mind, or specific features that you've seen coming in that has been like the most important for you?
When you actually upgraded her memory, that changed a lot about her. For sure. Because now I can actually go into my account and I can see all of the memory from each person in my stream. I can delete it or I can keep it. So I'm debating on giving everyone a fresh start with her, but at the same time, why not keep it? So
Yeah.
yeah. So definitely her memory. Her memory has definitely changed, and I love that update. And the fact that she has a voice now, so the different voices, and after hearing her voice, it's like I have to set it up and everything in my channel. But yeah,
Yeah.
her voice for sure.
It's one of the things that on the voice, specifically when you have a fairly active channel and you're talking as well. One of the big elements we worked with some streamers to add is the wait before talking. So she waits for you to stop speaking before she starts speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, which is she can stop if you start speaking again. So
Mm-hmm.
and it works even best if you play actually the TTS from the go live page rather than the browser source, as it's more
Mm-hmm.
instant for her to detect when you're speaking or not. So yeah, if you need help to set up, you know where to
Okay,
find me.
I
So
got you.
always happy
For
to
sure.
help you. So yeah, and I think we might have heard you actually ask you a question there. And if you have any question in the chat, just please write it down. I can see what's your code actually. So I think it's SB. Is SB your
It
code?
it it's SB. I think it says SB 1987 in there. Well, I just
Most
checked it.
probably,
It
yeah.
says SB 1987. I'm not sure if you changed it to just SB
Yeah.
If you see that on your dashboard, it's the one you have.
on the dashboard. So it's
Yeah.
SB 1987 on the dashboard. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's a. Let me write it down. So, because I think it's a 97 like this. Yeah.
Yep. Just like that.
So we have one for Alicia, which is asking you how do you create engaging content. What's your kind of secret for that?
Ooh. Basically, you try to, feel what people will respond to. So if you say something, if you're having a conversation with somebody and then out of the blue you say something uh, that will grab people's attention. Um, so I would be having a conversation about uh, gaming, and then all of a sudden I will switch it to something that everybody loves to chime in on. People love to chime in on relationships, money, if there's some type of, let's say, drama, anything that will get someone's attention. So I would say something and then I will switch the conversation over to something else, or I would say something really loud, and then I will ask the chat a question about myself or how do they feel about something. Like I will ask the chat, like, who's the best? Who's the best? What 80s babies, 90s babies, or 2000s? And then I would say to the chat, like, 2000 babies, we really don't recognize them because they're little kids. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 80s babies, and then somebody would say they're 70s babies, and then people in the chat would say, "Oh, you're old." Like yeah, like, we think 80s babies are the best, and then I'll say something like 90s babies, they can't cook. It's things that would trigger people. You know what I'm saying? Because if you say something that like will trigger somebody, they automatically are gonna try to defend themselves. So then you just continue to go back and forth with people with that type of banter, and
Yeah.
we'll go to a different conversation. So
Yeah.
yeah.
definitely the best one. Just by you saying that, I wanted to answer like, no, okay, 90s, we're good.
Yeah, see right there.
So it's like
right there.
visceral.
Yeah, see.
It works well.
Yeah, see.
Did you catch a question in the chat, Nico? Or sorry,
Not really. I'm just seeing the whole certified crew being super active, and it's really nice to see. So.
Yeah, and it's on the weekend, and it's just there's just a few people compared to the actual stream where it's everybody's being active, So they are a very active community, and
yeah,
I love
very
them.
engaging.
Yeah,
I mean, I won't push them for that, but so far not toxic at all. So they're a good bunch of people.
Well, this is the thing. So beforehand, I had to make it specific that, hey, this is not my stream. Remember that. If you're coming in here, remember, be respectful, respect these people, and have a good time. That's it. So, I left that to them in the Discord, so.
Yeah, so thank you.
They're
thank
behaving
you for
right
respecting
now.
that. And I believe we have one question, which is... it's a Dr. DesMV asking you where else would you like Alicia to go? Or maybe it's for us, but I believe it might be for you.
That's definitely for you. But for me, I honestly would love for Alicia to... there's certain voices that I would love Alicia to grab. Like characters. Me and you had this conversation about certain characters. And if she can get the memory of those characters, it will be just perfect. But I mean, I think that would be like licenses and stuff.
Yeah.
And things that you will have to do. But I understand that. But it would be great if she could do that.
We'll need to be much bigger for
yeah. So that means sign up, y'all. Y'all sign up. Use my code, please.
Exactly. So yeah. But we'll
I
get there.
I honestly want Alicia to be like the #1 on Twitch, for sure, because you guys deserve it. You guys worked hard on this,
Appreciate it.
And she's really great for sure. So
thank you. And hopefully also with the cross-platform that we are building for with the integration for Discord, so it's going to help as well to get there. So
great.
Yeah. Cool. I'm cautious of the time. I'm trying to keep those 10 minutes lateness that we we build up. Thanks a lot for joining us, SB. If there is anything you'd like to add to Cloud Up, let us the floor.
I just want to say thank you so much, Jellybean. I haven't met you yet, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's the first time.
Yeah, first time. So it's nice to actually get to see you, and nice to meet you. The other guy, Fun Family, thank you for the follow. And W hat, man, I like that. That's definitely a W hat for sure. I couldn't pull that off myself, but I just wanted to say that. All right.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thanks a lot, SB. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon.
I'll catch you soon. All right, later.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.